What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with another haul video. And as the title says, it's not clickbait. I've got two books, count them, two books off of the 2022 want list. That's right, two big ones. Probably the biggest purchases I've made year to date, because January was kind of light in that realm. But if you want to see what those are, stay tuned for the video. Now, before we get into all of this comic book madness, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so when videos like this one drop ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Talking about people we appreciate, how about the list of channel members, people that are supporting the channel through their monthly membership, whether on YouTube and or Patreon. If you're interested in joining the collective, then the Linktree link is in the description below. Also in that Linktree link is a link, that's its name, to all the various platforms that I'm on, Instagram, whatnot, Shortbox, etc. So if you're on those platforms already and are not follow me there already, then please feel free to do so. It'll make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. At least it will me. So yeah, so January was kind of light in the big hit month. I was off of the YouTubes for the month, essentially. No lives, etc. during that month. And just kind of taking a break and just kind of took a break from big hits. I did get a few random finds, but nothing too terribly big. But these kind of presented themselves about the same time and was able to capitalize on them when the opportunity presented themselves. So I'm going to show a couple of other books that I've gotten. I believe all of these came off of Whatnot. They did. So got some random picks from several Whatnot sellers rather, which is another platform that I'm on. I'm dangerously close to the 500 follower mark there on Whatnot. So if you are on that platform, again, the Linktree link has that in the description. So I picked these up from Creamer Cash Comics. Amber throwing up some DC deals. Several of them I just bought because they were just too cheap, and you'll be seeing those books on an auction near you. But these right here are for me. Batman the Knight wasn't too particularly interested in getting into another Batman series since DC has a plethora of them these days. However, with Chip Zdarsky on there, can you pass it up? I mean, you know. Picked up Batman Urban Legends 12. This is one that I was kind of leaning towards letting go. Chip Zdarsky, again, had done the main short story in the initial books of Batman Urban Legends with Red Hood, and I thought that was really good. But it just kind of tapered off. And then I think the origin of Ace the Bat Hound was in the last one. And then, like I said, this one is, I believe, the C cover. She had A, B, and C up there for like cheaper than what you could buy one of them for. And I said I probably would pick that up anyway because I don't think this one's going for too many more issues. So I went ahead and got that from her. Got this from the Mellow Fellow. That's right. Normally he's selling the foreigns, but that night he was selling some American comics as well. Thor #1. This is from the Kate's run. Check out that Beta Ray Bill and Thor throwing down. Throwing down. And them homage covers from Stray Dogs keep coming out. Of course, this is a Ghostbusters 2 homage. Pretty dope. Got this from Dustin from Two Brothers Comics, another Whatnot seller. So go check them out and follow them over there. Hulk #3. Got a couple other books from him since with Whatnot, once you pay the $4 and some change for one comic, you just pay $1 for additional shipping. So if there's some stuff I'm on the fence about, stuff I want to sell, then it becomes pretty economical to be able to do it that way. But this is the one that I bought two for myself. Hulk number 3. They say it's the first appearance of a new character. I know how Donny Cates runs this. I'm not buying it for spec. Bought it really for the homage to Hulk number 1. Got these from Lady Fantastic, who is not a whatnot seller. She is typically featured on this channel on the Saturday Morning Cartoon Crew when we have those auctions on Saturdays. And I had bought some books from her, and I was just trying to, clean up some various boxes that I've got laid out across the comic community and get all those in. So she shipped me my stuff that I've been wanting. First off, we got Turok number 24, and maybe I knew this at the time. Maybe she pointed it out, and I just forgot. But check that out. Newsstand. And so for those of you who know about Valiant, and this is, of course, like in 96, 97, Valiants were really, really hard to come by on a newsstand copy. So I was glad to pick that one up. And then we got Hulk number 15. I got several other Hulks. She was through a lot up, and it was one of those situations where it was just like too cheap. This is really the only book that I needed out of that lot. This is Hulk 15, which is the first cameo of Red She-Hulk, which, of course, we know is Betty Banner. Spoiler! But, yeah, she's on the last page in this book right here. Now, let's get down to the big books, and I don't know whether I should show the Raw versus the Slab. Let's show the Slab first. We'll save the Raw to last. Okay. So the seller in the community had reached out to me with a price on a book, and I wanted it for completion's sake, but I was like, yeah, but can I? Because I'm still kind of going through this. What do I want to keep collecting, and what do I want to focus on? Maybe stuff I can let go to make room for others, or have funds for completion of other things, that kind of thing. And so he reached out to me and had not responded back to him. He reached out again to a group of us in a group chat. And I said, all right, that's too good to be true, or not good to be true, but too good to pass up. And so reached out and snagged it. And that is TMNT number 2, first print. So I've got a second print of this. This is the first print. It's 8.5. It's already slab, so that's all a benefit as well. And of course, this is the first appearance of April O'Neil and the Mousers. Nice little wraparound cover. Reflection, Steven Spot. Of course, the second print looks the same. The third print is actually the first cover appearance of April O'Neil, but because it's got a different cover. But yeah, so now if I'm like a total completionist for the first TMNT run, I don't have a number 1 first or second print. I do have a third print, 4th, 5th. So I don't have a number 1 first or second print. And then it's issue 7, maybe, that has a error cover. And I don't have that one. The only time I've seen it at random was on a Elite Comics post on IG. They were selling it for somebody, but it was way more. It was a real high grade slab copy, and I just wasn't going to pay that for it. It's number 4, so it's a second printing of number 4, and it's misprinted. It's got the wrong cover or whatever on it. So, well, and I guess I don't have the error of number 3 where the thing is. But for all intents and purposes, I've already completed my set, and that's why I was kind of, should I get it? Because it looks exactly the same as the second print, which as soon as CBCS releases their magazine cases, I was going to send in to get graded there. And then these things had gone up. And so cooling off of the market, I know Hudat's probably got another copy, a little higher copy. And so he was, for whatever reason, getting rid of this one at a good enough price. It's like, snagged it up, couldn't pass it up. Now, here's another one that if you've been watching the channel, you know that I'm on the hunt for. And I'll go ahead and spoil it for you because it's a Hulk book. I have not been collecting, quote unquote, collecting Hulk for very long. I had bought several books when I got back into collecting that were around the Peter David, Dale Keown era. And then, of course, went for the Hulk 181, 180, 181, 182s because of the Wolverine stuff. Several other ones that I picked up. And then after I had done my Uncanny X-Men run, completed it, I was like, well, what do I do from here? I not only took on the task of Batman, but I'm not decided as to whether or not to try for 1 through current. But pretty already high up there, some like 130 something to current. So was Incredible Hulk. So Incredible Hulk, you have the first 6 issues. Then he jumps into the Tales to Astonish. So I wanted to get the Tales to Astonish sent from the time that Hulk starts in the title until the time the numbering switches over to become Incredible Hulk, and then forward. So you have Immortal Hulk, you have the Hulk series like the one currently, you have Totally Awesome Hulk. All those figure into the Hulk numbering system. So wanted to pick those up, and yeah, finally said, hey, I'm going to collect Incredible Hulk. I have an Incredible Hulk number 1. Towards the end of last year, I was able to pick up a number 6. And I am currently now only 20 comics away from having all Hulks and Hulk titled books in my collection. So till current. Then now, if you want to go to Tales to Astonish, I only need 7. So if you put them together, 27 books to have all Hulk to current, and then also the Tales to Astonish, which I believe starts in 59. 59, and of course it changes over. 101 being the last issue, and 102 is the first Incredible Hulk again. It's crazy how they did that back then. So I really want a number 2 because that's the first Green Hulk, and because number 1's like gotten out of most people's price ranges, and it's the first Green Hulk, which is the Hulk most people know. Lot 2 has picked up steam, whereas like 3, 4, 5, and 6, yeah, they're bigger books, but they're not as big. So by the process of elimination, if you're kind of going through my ramblings here, I already have 6. I just said I'd like to get a 2, so that leaves 3, 4, and 5, of which this is issue number 3. This is the first appearance of the Ringmaster. It is a beat up copy. Looks like it's got into a throwdown fight with the Hulk himself. As you can see, the little up here got tore off. It's like it maybe got stuck to something at some point. It is complete. So it is complete and everything, but it is beat to what. The seller on Elite Comics said as much, and I lowballed him an offer, and he accepted it. So I asked him for $100 off right off the bat. He accepted it and promptly shipped it out. So now I have issues 1, 3, and 6 of the original 6. Maybe complete that, because I actually looked at an issue 2 that was coverless. It's CGC graded, non-graded, NG grade there, and thought about getting that and doing the facsimile cover like I did with the Hulk 1, like somebody else did with the Hulk 1. I bought it already that way. Clarify. It was cheap enough, but it got away from me on eBay. So I don't know, because I go back and forth with the coverless thing. I had an X-Men number 1 that was coverless, had a facsimile cover to it. I sold it. My Hulk 1 and my first Sentinels, which is what, X-Men 14, are facsimile covers. I think that might be it. I think everything else is. I think that might be it. But at times I'm like, do I get another one? And I see deals where people want to sell like the first 6 issues of Hulk. And I think about, doing it or not doing it. Let me know in the comments down below. Is a coverless or reproduction cover something that would keep you from buying a comic? Some people, it's a no-no. It's a hard pass. Some people, they collect grades, right? Books have to be a certain grade, otherwise they don't, dip below that. I'm not a grade collector. I'm a book collector, and I believe in having low grade is better than no grade, and you're able to get more books quicker doing it that way, as long as it presents well. And with a facsimile cover, or reproduction cover, better said, for that book, the book's original. The book has everything to it except for the cover, and the cover, of course, presents magnificently because it's brand new. I don't know, especially for those big books like a Hulk, or like I mentioned Uncanny X-Men 1 earlier. Those books have really gotten out of most people's price ranges. For me, if I were to buy one of those books, even like a 1.0 or 2.0, you're talking about, okay, I'm not buying nothing else the rest of the year type situation. But let me know if that's a no-no to you. I even had one person say, I would rather look at the front page as opposed to the facsimile. And that's certainly understandable as well. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Let me know what you think about these pickups. Have you been able to score some of your big goals on your want list for this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Did want to shout out again my channel supporters. If you're interested in joining the channel, it is not without its benefits. Of course, we do monthly giveaways. This month, if I'm able to reach 1,500 subscribers before the end of February, or by the end of February, I will be giving away an Uncanny X-Men 101. If I don't hit 1,500, I will be giving away other books, but just not that book. So currently, at the time of this recording, I'm at 1,439. So only 61 subscribers away. Still have over a week at the time of this recording to get there. And so share out the channel, sub it up with all your other channels, memberships you got out there, and all that kind of good stuff. And maybe we can get there. Of course, how you enter to win that is either becoming a member. You can get 10 entries per membership. Or if we do lives or premieres, then you can enter that way by doing a super chat, $1 super chat, one entries per $1 super chat. So I do appreciate everybody for watching. Until next time, keep reading, keep collecting. Adios.